just wants to get me banned no matter what. I do want to talk about this a little bit because Trump is literally making our country look ugly as fuck. Thankfully, there's a little bit of pushback from it.
Hours. A federal judge says President Trump.
So Donald Trump renamed the JFK Memorial Center the Donald Trump and JFK Memorial Center.
Cannot officially rename the Kennedy Center. The new filing just
Dude, this has to hit him in the dick so hard.
in says Congress gave the Kennedy Center its name, and only Congress can change it, ordering the administration to remove the new signage and change the website in the next 14 days. The judge will also stop the president from closing the performing arts facility for 2 years while it goes through repair work. However, it does not prevent work from actually getting done. Democratic Congresswoman Joyce Beatty is on board and brought the lawsuit. She on the board, I should say, and brought the lawsuit. And she writes in a statement.
She did a good job with this federal lawsuit.
To NBC News, quote, "The Kennedy Center is an institution that belongs to the American people, not to Donald Trump. The president has taken a hands-on approach to the Kennedy Center, naming himself the chair and undoing the board." But you can see ticket sales have been dropping dramatically, down by more than 50%.
50%? Holy shit!
From last year, that according to a New York Times analysis. NBC's Monica Oliver.
That's got to be part of it, like inflation. Yeah, you got to account for a little bit of that, but 50% decline is insane.
The White House with this. Monica, talk us through this ruling. Why does this judge say the president's name has to come down and that the closure has to stop?
It's exactly what you pointed to in the introduction, Tom, which is this issue of Congress needing to play a role in this, that this isn't something that can be done arbitrarily by the Kennedy Center board, which, remember, the president did appoint many of his own allies to, and that's
himself.
When they had this overwhelming vote to try to advance some of what the president wanted to see happen to the very historic building and memorial.
Trump is doing all this shit plus like the golden statue of himself because he knows he's so unpopular. Trump knows that everybody fucking hates him, so if he can leave behind shit and then people get stupider and stupider because of like AI or whatever shit they try to implement, people will love him after he's dead. But it's not working. It's obviously not working.
President John F. Kennedy. And so that is where you saw all of these different changes take place. But this judge is...
This is how you can tell Trump is very ego-based, by the way. I want to say that. This is a very good way of telling that Trump is very ego-based.
saying that that is not the way that it should have happened potentially. Now, what's interesting here is that in this ruling, they are saying essentially that the Kennedy Center shouldn't go forward with its planned closure, but they had already laid off a lot of the staff in anticipation of what they thought would be a closure. So it's unclear exactly what is going to happen to that part of it, which is interesting, of course, to us, Tom, but also to the fact that the president did have his own name, as you see there in that video, affixed to the outside of the Performing Arts Center. And if it is going to come down within the next couple of weeks, when exactly that's going to happen is unclear. We have reached out to the White House for their reaction and their response, and they have not weighed in yet. But this is the kind of thing that you almost certainly can expect President Trump to want to weigh in on himself. This is just part of his major plan and really his, I think you could call it, near obsession with some of the renovation projects, not just at the White House, as we've seen with the East Room and with
dude, the White House looks like shit right now. We'll get to that in a second.
The ballroom project, but with things like the Kennedy Center and beyond that, where he's really trying to leave his mark and his stamp physically on the Washington area and beyond.
Yeah, so because he knows people hate him. It's literally all vanity projects. That's all it is. It's just a bunch of vanity projects because he knows how despised he is by pretty much everybody on Earth. I have to pull up Hillary Clinton's Twitter. We don't enjoy Hillary Clinton, but obviously she'd be the better option over Trump. This tweet, holy shit. This is a good thumbnail. Thanks HC. Appreciate the free thumbnail. My God. We have UFC Fight Center, and then the East Wing is completely destroyed with no approval for the actual ballroom. Do you guys remember what the White House used to look like? White House North Lawn. Open image, new tab. Look at that. Actually so beautiful. And then we have this. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Events at Kennedy Center in 2024 had around 93% occupancy on average, fell down to 57 last year, according to The Guardian. So it fell 50% year over year. We're looking at 28.5% occupancy. Holy shit. Also, thank you, Ario, for being the first chatter to actually like be I'm being an asshole. I was gonna say being the first chatter to be engaged with what I'm talking about. But no, everybody gets engaged with what I'm talking about. Jesus, man.
Construction is underway for an unprecedented spectacle, a cage fight at the White House. A
So stupid, man. It's so dumb.
massive arch taller than the building itself, part of a makeshift arena for an upcoming Ultimate Fighting Championship event.
I have never seen anybody want anything so much as people want those tickets.
Nobody wants this.
Gets you over the top with that right hand.
The mixed martial arts matches are scheduled for June 14th to celebrate America's 250th.
Dude, this is how we're celebrating our 250th birthday. Not like investing in our people, not investing in culture or education. I don't even like men's MMA tourneys. They're fun. They're fun sometimes. But not investing in our culture or anything. We're making a boxing or a UFC arena.
Anniversary. The date for the fight also happens to be President Trump's birthday.
Oh, this is just a vanity project for himself.
It's
Okay.
a remarkable sight, the construction looming over the West Wing and the cranes for the
Why are we not calling it what it is?
ballroom project on the other side. The president has said that this temporary arena will hold more than 4,000 people.
We are going to pull off the
4,000 people's nothing. What the fuck?
boldest idea in sports history.
Tickets are free, and the UFC is footing the bill for the event. But NBC News has learned sponsorship packages that include ringside seats have been selling for $1 million.
Oh my
or more,
God.
according to a Republican lobbyist familiar with the process. Decades ago, the president hosted boxing matches at his casinos. And he's often seen at UFC fights.
I know President Trump is a fighter.
UFC's president Dana White endorsing him in 2024.
I'm in the tough guy business. And this man is the toughest, most resilient human being that I've ever met in my life.
I wonder how much of a failure he sees himself in his eyes. This is like deep level. Like if you've watched The Boys, this is like deep level dick sucking.
Trump supporter and UFC announcer Joe Rogan will be there, though Rogan also called the event a gimmick. Life is a gimmick, the president responded, but it's a good gimmick. It's going to be amazing.
All right, Gabe, we see that construction right there behind you. And to be clear, these will be real fights. This is not an exhibition.
Yes, Tom, MMA fights can get bloody, but the president's been a fan for a long time, and Dana White says it was the president's idea to hold this fight here at the White House.
On his birthday, of course. 1 million tickets. This is what the top 5% want. Yeah, that's true.
Are even set to walk out from the Oval Office. Tom.
Wow.
We thank you for watching, and remember...
What an embarrassment, dude. I do want to see this, Reuters.
It does a remarkable job of covering the beauty of the White House.
The White House is genuinely a beautiful building. I'm so happy I got to see it in my lifetime before Trump like completely fucked it over.
Doesn't it? Yeah. So I find it really despicable, but that's all right.
It's cool for America. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a good opportunity for people. It's fine.
What people?
No. It really looks like I thought it looks like the Six Flags Great Adventure construction.
She's so true. She's so right.
It's not what the White House is about.
It's not. Like our country's a national embarrassment. International and national embarrassment. United States of America, man. It's all vanity projects. That's all it is. That's all that Trump wants. I can't describe how much I despise like vanity in any sort of field of politics because it just results in shit like this. If you have the power to be vain and change the world to make it remember you forcibly, you're going to. And that's why people like Trump and a lot of Republicans do shit like this. Because they don't fucking care. Why the fuck would they give a shit? There's nothing for them to care about. It makes me sad. It breaks my heart. The last time I went to see the White House in person, I wasn't allowed to be within 500 feet of the White House. Do you mean 500 feet within the fence or 500 feet within the White House? Because, yeah, you definitely can't be within 500 feet of the White House. I'm assuming you mean fence, which sucks. I think when I was in D.C., my favorite part was the Lincoln Memorial. Lincoln Memorial is one of my favorite parts. Oh, no, the African American Museum was my, by far, my most favorite exhibit at in D.C. By far, by a long shot.